What's happening? Welcome to Lab After Dark. Tracking Santa edition. That's right. We're going to be tracking Santa for the next couple hours here. You might want to kick back and have some nog. I don't know. Do people do that? Do people drink eggnog? I don't think it's that bad. What's happening, everybody? So, is nog not a thing? Right now, it says that Santa is Amarillo, Texas. He's headed for there, and he should be there in about 7 seconds. So, kids of Amarillo, Texas, get excited. Santa's coming. Unless you've been a little shit, then he's not coming. That's what they tell you anyway. I don't know. What are the regulations to having to be good for Santa to, like, what is it? You have to be good most of the days, some of the days, all of the day. What is it? Because I mean, I think we're asking a lot out of these kids. We had a long stream. It was fun. I had a good time. But does anybody know, like, does anybody know the regulations? I don't know what they are. I don't know. I mean, I know who Huntress is, but it's usually like there are people that go around faking, like Huntress would not do that. There are people that are so lonely and mental, unfortunately, that they'll use somebody else's real name with their real picture and then go into chats and become a social terrorist. They think it's funny. So that's what I take from that. I had Dutch Bros today too, actually. It's just what they do. It's actually less common lately than it has been before. It used to be so common. Yeah, the show last night was great. I'm absolutely sorry I did not share my poem. Dr. Gary might have talked me out of it. He might have screwed the whole poem thing up. So you can thank him for that at a later date. Yeah, I know. They're really weird. And I just got a iced vanilla latte in the middle of winter. And it was fantastic. It's Dr. Gary's fault. You can blame him. Don't blame me. Blame him. Yeah, Dr. Gary. You know, he's just like, is it mean? I'm like, yeah. Should you? No. Are you going to? Yeah. I wish coffee peeps were in one. I don't even know what that is. I do like coffee though. I've been going half calf lately. If I double up on coffee, you're here for the poem. That's the only reason you're here. Okay, let's see. Houston, Texas. That's a big. Hold on. Let's see. What do we got here? Hold on. Do we got any sound or anything loaded on this stupid board, Peyton? What did you put on here? Anything? Anything good? Probably not. Nothing good. Let's see. Oh, maybe we can use this. Remember, it's left over from the election. Houston, Texas, United States. Santa will be there in 45 seconds, children. Just you wait and see. Okay, you're here to track Santa too. Okay, good. I'm here for the poem. Let's see. So when Santa arrives, I mean, what do you do? What is Houston? You better be careful. So somebody said if you're a couple of months, if you're good for the months leading up to it, then but for the rest of the year you can just be an absolute turd, I guess. Yeah, be sure to hit the like button. We got Santa pulling in right now. Houston, Texas. He has delivered your presents. He's on to San Marcos, Texas, United States. 1 minute, 50 seconds. Some of you are going to get coal. Some of you, maybe one of you gets a Lamborghini. I don't know. What's the limit? There's no limit, is there? I mean, if I was a kid, I'd ask for the biggest thing that I could possibly get out of Santa. But check this out. I've told this story before, and while we have a little bit of time here, I think I told this last Christmas, but it horrifies me and haunts me to this day, to be honest with you. Here's the thing. I wanted this game called Lego Island when I was a kid. I was a wee boy. Lego Island. It was like $50, and that was like in like 1999. So that was like $300 today. And I wanted it so bad. For some reason, I wanted Lego Island. Stupidest game ever. You couldn't even do anything. I liked it, but I was just like, I have to see what it is, you know. And so it was under the tree. It was under the tree, and it was the night before Christmas Eve, just like now. And I just, for some reason, the little 8-9-year-old Josh just could not. He just could not, for the life of him, help himself. He had to peek, and peek he did. Kingsville, Texas. They're on your way. I've never heard of you. They're on their way right now. All right, cut the music off. So I had this brilliant idea that I was just going to take the corner off of it. Just the corner. I had to see. It looked like it was a game. Back then, the games came in like a big box, and it was like a huge CD, and they don't have that crap anymore. Everything's digital. So I just, like I said, I couldn't help myself. I wish that I could have. I couldn't. It was just the temptation. It was like Satan himself was tempting me on Christmas Eve, and I failed. And I tore the corner, and I said, I'll just tear the corner, and then I'll rewrap that corner. Nobody will be none the wiser. Well, let's just say when I got under the tree and found the package that I thought was, see, it was a gamble too. And I was only going to do it once, but it was a gamble. I didn't have that many presents under the tree. I had a few. All right. For some reason, we're headed to Monterrey, Mexico. Orale. We're heading in there. Head to Mexico. 1 minute, 10 seconds. Rest easy, mijos and mijas. So anyway, I was looking, and yeah, Monterey. I get it. I can't see, to be honest with you. Monterrey. I like the way that I pronounce it better. Okay, anyway. So I was peeling the edge of just just the tiniest little corner so I could see. And I got it open. And by the way, this present was wrapped. It was pristine. When I say it was pristine, it was the crispest, just best creased, wrapped corners friggin' thing you ever seen in your life. That's a fact. And Guadalajara, here we come. Mexico, 2 minutes. And so I, to this day, rap like I have one hand and 3 fingers minus a thumb. So I'm better now than I was then. So I had this monumental task ahead of me. Here's the problem. We didn't have any more of that wrapping paper. It was out, gone. The wrapping paper no longer existed. And there was nothing even comparable to it. So I have 2 choices. I can try and just do a patch job, or I can rewrap the present. Rewrapping the present is not an option. I mean, it is, but it's not. You know what I mean? So I gotta do a patch job. I have to do a patch job. So I patch this blue wrapping paper with a piece of red wrapping paper. Doesn't look crisp at all. My guess is, the only hope that I have in this entire situation is to just act like I didn't know what happened. What are you talking about? So I wrap it back up. I put it under there. And the next morning, everybody knew what I did. I was the last one to wake up. I was not even excited. I was not even excited to get out of bed because I knew that I was screwed. I put myself, I was in a bad spot. It was a bad spot. I was in a bad spot. So anyway, I was humiliated. Everybody knew what I did. I copped to it like right away. I was gonna be like, nah, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. And I did. I don't have any coordinates. I don't know where he is. He's over European. I don't know. Mexico. I don't know where that is. Oh, I ruined it. Yeah. Still got the present though. Didn't feel great about it. I didn't feel great about it. The next year I got socks and an orange. I think he passed Louisiana, yeah. Yeah, we're in Mexico now, headed for a place I can't pronounce. But that was a terrible thing, yeah. I felt really bad about it. Let's see. Let me say hi. Yeah, shaking their presents and like ripping a corner off are two. I mean, it's like jail and prison. You know what I mean? Shaking is fine, I think. Let's not be the weatherman, John. Oh, well, I am. I am. So anyway, I haven't decided on the poem yet. I may or may not read it, even though I worked very, very hard on it. I think I clocked it about 11 and a half minutes. Um, so, you know, there could be some wasted time. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I hope. Um, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Took me a long time. Like I said, 12, 11 and a half minutes. That is about the amount of time it takes to cook a frozen pizza at 450 degrees. To me, that's substantial time. Oh, oh no. Really? I mean, I didn't think anybody would care that much. Not sure what this says about me, but I used to take hair dryer to the tape and would lift it and would look, and then God, I wish I was smart. I wish I was smart. That's a great idea. I have seen like people do the steam with the envelopes. I've never done that. I would never do that. Oh, I mean, I think the word fantastic. Acapulco. I think the word fantastic is probably a bit much, to be honest with you. I don't think it's not fantastic. I thought it was funny. It's not that great. But I don't know. Like I said, we can all just blame Dr. Gary for it. It's his fault. Made me self-conscious about it. Yeah, it's his fault. I got to turn the audience against him somehow. I don't know. I don't know. I feel bad. I feel bad if I don't read it. And I'm sure I'll feel bad when I do read it. It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know, and then you got Laura's who's been waiting all day. Who am I to deprive somebody of their wish on the eve of Christmas? In some places it is Christmas, I think. Definitely it's Christmas in some places. Who am I to deny that? It's Dr. Gary's fault. Oh, yeah, he's great. He's funny. We'll do it and feel bad. Nah. See, that's a sick way of thinking, Justin. You're sick. Justin's sick. Just do it and feel bad. Just do it and ask for forgiveness later. I don't know. Maybe if we get to like 200 concurrent viewers, maybe. Or 150. I don't know, dude. I can't make any deals. We're not even at 100 likes, for God's sakes. Torreon, Mexico. It's a long travel. 3 minutes and 40 seconds. You know how long that is? You know how long that is? That's a long way. Read the. Oh, look, Huntress is back. I'm reporting this channel. Bye. Shut up. It's Christmas Eve. That's what you're doing. No, that is not the deal. No, that is not the deal. I've made no deals. Let's see. It's kind of a double-edged sword, isn't it? Claire Standish. Oh, what? Allison Reynolds. Well, if you say you haven't, you're a prude. What movie? Oh yeah. Somebody said Breakfast Club, but that would be The Breakfast Club. It's a great movie. It's a great movie. We're not even 30 minutes into the stream. I couldn't read it right now if I wanted to. It would be all downhill. You got to understand. It's Christmas. Okay. All right. Merry Christmas. Thank you. To everybody that is watching, I'll be keeping you company for the next couple hours or 20 minutes. I don't know. We'll see. See that you don't get the genie doesn't go back in the bottle. The genie doesn't go back in the bottle. So you can't do it that way. You can't just really release the Kraken. Read it and we'll vote. There's no voting. This isn't Survivor. I still am after that photo. I still think about it. I thought I'd have it by Christmas. I don't. But I will. I'll get it eventually. It's like negotiating the Treaty of Versailles. You know, takes a while. Concessions have to be made. And all kinds of stuff goes on behind the scenes. Wait, what the heck just happened there? Carte blanche, anything you want. I don't want it. What do I want? I was going to wear a Santa hat, but the only one that I have was on Otis's head and it would be too small. I'm reporting. See that? It's funny. That's mean. Get out of here. It's got to be Rapper. Rapper. For some reason, Rapper gets off his meds around this time of year. I think. Let me see here. Let me see if I can prevent Rapper from being a terrorist. Probably not, but here we go. So I guess I'm going to, so it's on subscribers. I'll probably do 20 minutes. Has he? Lunatic. Everybody knows who Rapper is. It's nothing new. Been waiting for it all day. See that now? That's another thing. Since you said you've been waiting for it all day, it's just going to be a major letdown. Yeah, Mexico. It does take a while, Eric. Eric, you missed our almost 4-hour stream last night. That's all right though. You know, you're a business guy flying places. Rapper's been on a warpath. Great. So excited to see Rapper back. Yay. It'll be a letdown, trust me. it was a long stream. Yeah, it's a long show. It was good. It was fun. You think so? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Well, look, we all had to make sacrifices, right? Okay, so we're at 168 concurrent viewers, 120 likes. We're tracking Santa. We're going to air some grievances. Really? Just questionable? That's it? Just questionable? I find him insane sometimes. Oh, damn. We are playing Matchmaker tonight. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Eric, if you ever land in Nashville, give me a holla. Holla.
Chomp chomp.
Great. How does he do that? I don't get it. Eric, that's an order. That's your direct marching orders. Rapper, it's Christmas. He's so stupid. I didn't keep him up, did I? Was it me? Was it me that I do that to him? El Paso, Texas. We're headed back to the States here. Santa has Montezuma's revenge. He had a pina colada that just didn't sit right, apparently. El Paso, Texas. See if I can zoom out here. It seems a little. Here we go. Oh, crap. What is this? I don't want to know about. Pew. Okay, let's just back up just a little. There's a lake there. That's cool. Um, Huntress made him mad. No, I talked to him. I talked to him not just a couple hours ago. I think it was a couple hours ago. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's great. Let's see. I have an Oregon pub beer and pretzels for Santa. Like you leave beer, that's flying and driving. I mean, flying and drinking, flying and driving. I think he's already went to Jersey. I haven't heard too much about the stupid drones lately. I think they're like banning them now. Shocker. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Melissa. Good to see you. Guessing my IQ or Dr. Gary's? Man, he's probably like in the 150s or something. Something high. He's probably got a photographic memory and stuff. Hi, Josh. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Karen. So, Santa Fe, New Mexico. In minute 30. Santa Fe. Isn't that where well, I mean, that's like Albert Einstein, isn't it? 165? No, no chance. 165? Maybe, I don't know, man. That's a lot. That is no. I don't know what his IQ is. He won't tell me. Um, did I take the Myers Briggs yet, Josh? No, never. I don't think I'll ever take another test again, to be honest with you. I don't like that. It's good. That is a good IQ. No, because if I do and it comes out bad, then everybody will make fun of me. Phew, we had many conversations last night. Where's the fun in that? All right, my IQ is 270. Merry Christmas, everybody. Yeah, well, I don't know. I share too much already. I get made fun of for all kinds of stuff that I share. I share too much. Oh, trust me. There's failing. Trust me. What's this? Josh would eat a donut that had fallen on the frosty side. Like, does it tell stuff like that? Because I'm not doing it. It's not going to happen. And I don't know if I'm going to read the poem either. I don't know. I just don't know if I am. No, 135 IQ is not low. It's extremely high. Went through lots of emotions in last night's episode. Awesome show. Thank you very much. It was a great show. He doesn't make this poem. No, no, I got plenty for him though. He does. He doesn't. Merry Christmas, Josh. You're a good guy in your opinion. Well, I respect your opinion. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's true. I am. Thank you, Melly. I'm sad I missed it. I was doing family stuff. Look, it was uh, it was great. It was fun. It was a great conversation. It's really not that important. I don't think the IQ test tells you anything. Thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Let me look. Yeah, he does. He certainly does. Let's see. I don't. Let me. I'm gonna open the poem and just take a peek at it, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's probably worse than I thought. Jeez. How do I make the font bigger? Bigger. Hmm. Well, it's like just a rewrite of whatever that guy's name is, The Night Before Christmas. It's not a poem about rapper. It's a terrible poem. That's true. No, that's the point of doing a show, Dr. Gary, but they're trying to get me to read the poem, and I'm telling them that you advised against it. And so that it's your fault that I'm not going to do it. All right, let's see here. Where are we headed? East Park, Colorado, United States. 1 minute and 10 seconds. Oh, no, my gut says yes. My gut says yes. I spent 11 and a half almost. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Merry Christmas, Dr. Gary. You're going to eat peer pressure? No, I don't think so. Yep, you are until I read this poem. But that's true. Santa is in Moab, Utah. Well, he'll be there in 15 seconds. That's. I wonder where he goes after that. Happy birthday to your mother. You know the. Whoa, that was quite the turn. Now we're headed to Jackson, Wyoming. 1 minute 50 seconds to Jackson, Wyoming. Jackson. That's true. He is coming to town. What did Huntress do? Bambi's in Wyoming. What do we do? So do we take a poll? Do we see? Is that what we do? Take a poll and people can vote. All right, we can see what a poll says, but this is not the deciding factor. It just weighs in. Should Josh read his poem? Question mark. All right. There it is. There's a poll for the chat. It's at 84%. Yes. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. The chat's winning. They want to see it. That's true. That's true. I gotta be. All right. Let me see here. I mean, we're at 87%. You can tell. Well, tell me what you voted, and then vote again. I don't know. Maybe people were like, you know what? We don't need that. Ba, 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 ba. We're at 87%. Golly. Okay, so everybody. All right. All right, I guess I'll do it. I mean, I don't know. Here we do. Let's do it. Man. Are there some haters? Really? What do we got here? It's at 88%. All right. Fine. Buckling, like in which way? All right. Well, then you speak for everybody. Which way do you think I'm buckling? That's a. Maybe. We're headed to Great Falls, Montana. Can't vote yes. Oh, that's nice. Great Falls, Montana. He'll be there in about 40 seconds. Can't take it any more pain. All right. All right. Well, what do we how about at the hour mark I'll read it. How's that? So once that's 13 minutes from now. It's really not that good, but I'll do it. I don't know if I'm thinking better of it. No, I really, really don't. Yeah, it's really not like it's a different kind of. it's it's not it's not that like it's not a nice. It's not that it's not a nice poem. It's just I don't know. It's just a poem. Oh, we're headed to Canada. Canada's got a lot of ground, a lot of like Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Hmm. Anon says I just shared ice cream with my fur babies. Does that mean that you had some, gave it to them, they had a lick, and then you had another lick? Whew, that's rough. No, it's not dark. It's no, it's just making fun of people, I guess. People I don't like. People that make fun of me. It's good for the goose. You know what I'm saying? I just wrapped them all up into one poem. No big deal. No harm. No foul. Ooh. Thank you, Callie. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. There's a hot dog emoji on it. That's some incentive right there. All right, I'll read. I will. I will. At the top of at the hour mark, we'll do it. Let's see here. Calgary in 30 seconds. Who cares? Just read it. I will. Yeah, he left Utah a little bit ago. Santa left. Santa baby, bring me a dream. Is that what it is? Santa baby. Why would you call Santa baby? Like you're flirting with Santa. It's like weird nursery rhymes. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub. I never understood that. Ooh, corn dog. Thank you. Thank you, Callie. It's very kind of you. Very, very kind. Yeah, it's kind of bull crap. But, you know, the funny thing about this is that, you know, I don't know if anybody knows how this Santa tracking started, but like there's a story. I don't know the specifics, but there was a little girl. She was trying to get a hold of Santa, and this was like back in the 50s. She called this. She called this. It was like this government airspace thing, or I don't know. I don't know what she called, but anyway, she said, "Is this Santa?" And it was actually like a colonel of the air defense system for the government. And then she says, "Are you Santa's helper?" And then he laughed, and because he thought he was being pranked. And he thought he was being pranked, so he started playing along with it. And when he did that, the story quickly spread, and they ended up opening up a place where kids could call to track Santa a long time ago. It was a number in the Sears catalog that was incorrect. Read the article today. Yeah, I don't know how they got a hold of the number. So in early December 1955, the phone rang at the air base in Colorado Springs. The officer on the watch floor of the Continental Air Defense Command System, CONID, who were defending the skies above the U.S. and Canada, stiffened, and the Cold War was in full swing and tensions were running high. According to the colonel's daughter, I don't know. She's now 75. Her father initially thought it was a prank call and replied, "I'm the commander of the Combat Alert Center. Who's this?" In response, the child started crying, and asked if he was one of Santa's helpers. The colonel then decided to play along, replying that he was indeed Santa Claus's and mustering convincing ho, ho, ho. This surprise call started the nearly 70-year tradition of the Santa Tracker, which allows children around the world to track the whereabouts of Father Christmas via live stream and a phone answered by volunteers. It's now run by Con Ed's successor, the North American Aerospace Defense Command. But how did the child seemingly get the phone number? Okay, you're right. The American department store Sears has printed an advert in a local newspaper telling children they could call Santa. They had printed one digit wrong in the phone number, and it was Dad's top secret number. Wow. That's hilarious. Yeah, well, that's all I got for you. That's the poem. Rod, thank you for your $5 donations. Very kind of you. Thank you. And Baby Kisses with the super sticker, $3 super sticker. Thank you, Baby Kisses. All right, we're about 6 minutes away from poem time. Josh, I remember stupid has been here. I knew it wasn't you. I knew immediately. I knew. I said that I knew Huntress would never do that. So I knew it wasn't you, Huntress. But Merry Christmas. Good to see you. I know you would never do that. Rappers, he's just got problems. Well, you make sure you're here for the poem, all right? Cold Lake, Alberta, Canada, in 35 seconds. I'm sorry. He's just a turd. I know. It sucks. Anybody that knows you wouldn't do that. Oh. That's bitter. Yeah. It's really bitter. Santa's going. It kind of feels like it. It doesn't feel like he's taking the most economical stream. You know, it's just, he seems a little all over the place. There was somebody in here that said, thank you for doing the stream tonight, that they are going through a divorce. And it's Christmas. Well, now it's early morning Christmas for most people. And I just want to tell you that I know that it's a tough, tough transition in life. And it's tough. And so I'm happy. I'm happy to be here, keeping you company and trying to keep positive until I read the poem, and then we'll go back to normal. But yeah. Who needs a timeout? That's a good point. I didn't think about that. I know that. Well, it wasn't Christmas, but I remember I had to put my Maggie down 3 years ago, the day before Thanksgiving, and I used to give her the ham bone, and I remember I didn't have anybody to give it to, so I threw it as far as I could. Just kidding. I don't know what I did with it. Why are people shooting off fireworks for Christmas? That is legitimately ridiculous. Fireworks. All right. So we've got 1 minute till poem time. Let me send it to my phone so I can see it better. Here we go. Here we go. One more time. How do I do this? Oh, here we go. Yeah, baby. Let's go. All right. Airdrop. To me. Share the link. All right. Here we go. Can you guys hear me? I have a feeling it's going to be a letdown, so don't get overly excited. It's not that good. No, I don't want to collaborate. I just want to send a copy to myself. Why is that so difficult? All right, here we go. No, I'm not practicing. I was just trying to get it to to my phone. All right, here we go. This is, what was that guy's name? I can't remember. Who's the guy that wrote the? Twas the night. I want to give him props. What was his name? Okay, don't care. What was his name? Clement Clark? I don't know. Well, too bad. All right, here we go. Yeah, Tim Burton. That makes sense. All right. It's kind of long. All right. Twas the night. Okay. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Clement Clark, I think is his name. I don't know. All right. Twas the night before Christmas, and all on the streets, tons of creatures were stirring, walking. Wait, walking the streets, tons of. See, the cadence is messed up already. It was the night before Christmas, and all on the streets, tons of creatures were stirring, walking barefoot with unmanicured feet. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, and a bunch of gargoyles went live without doing their hair. The streamers were nestled all snug in their chairs, while visions of lunacy danced in their heads. And Cluminati in her kerchief and Cletus in his cap had just settled down after Clu's enormous crap. When out of the lawn there arose such a clatter, it was someone calling someone else fat, when indeed they were fatter. Away from the window, they flew like a flash. They tore open the window frame, ripped the shutters and the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of morons who suck and blow. When what to their googly eyes should appear a miniature delousing machine and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, if you talk shit, you'll get sued by St. Nick. More ravaged than hyenas, his courses they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Queen, now be Tim, now Jay and Crabtree. Clue told fiance to shut up along with Granny. To the top of the barbed wire fence, I hope you don't fall. When Trump finishes building it, you can all be on the other side of the wall. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, Jay bought lotto tickets, no need to lie. So up to the border wall the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of cigarettes, vapes, and chew. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof, Crabtree was taking a piss. They had to stop him from taking a poop. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney one of the dumb reindeer came with a bound. He was dressed in leopard print fur from his head to his feet. His name was B. Tim, the sidekick of Queen. A bundle of toenails he flung on his back. He was angry from years of no other reindeer touching his sack. His eyes were creepy, his arms they just flapped, his butt cheeks exposed from wearing assless chaps. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, ready to kiss Queen Bee's ass at the first sight of snow. The stump of his pipe he held tight in his teeth, but not as tight as the soap he held puckered up in his wreath. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old troll. I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. I had never seen Frankenstein's monster dressed like an elf. He spoke not a word, but he went straight to his cave. Certainly this is the new year he would finally get laid. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle. Not a brain shared between them, the IQ of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. So there you go. Let me see. No? I thought it was all right. I like my favorite part, honestly, is probably the assless chaps. Oh man. Oh, did I get a standing ovation? Oh man. I did. I quite a bit actually. Yeah, I laughed quite a bit. Yes, I did. I'm sure they'll get mad about it. So whatever. That's I had to get the cadence down. That was that was the most difficult part. By the way, we're headed to British Columbia, Canada in 3 minutes 34 seconds. Yeah. I mean, I'm not like I'm really not that great of a poet, but at all. But that was fun. Skitty. They'd have to play it again. Well, yeah, let them do it. I'd like to see somebody else do that. Most people can't read on here. Well, I appreciate it. What do they? What do you think they'll do? They'll call me fat. That's gonna hurt my feelings. I doubt that. I doubt it. I don't think anybody cares. Cranbrook, British Columbia. Yeah, screw them. They're the ones that were like mocking um, Seth having his live. Trust me. I don't even. Yeah, I promise. It was. I was always going to read it. There was never a doubt. Cranbrook. Where the hell's Cranbrook? I've never even heard of Cranbrook, Canada. I've heard it. I know it's a private school in Detroit, only from 8 Mile. That's where Papa Doc went. I don't know if any of you remember Papa Doc. Thank you, Cakes Boo. Appreciate it. Thank you for that gift. Thank you. My husband always seems to enjoy listening to. Tell him I said, "How's it going?" I appreciate it. Was it fun and cleansing? Yeah, that's good. I was just wondering what they'll say about me. Hopefully, it's nice things. Yeah, I saw it. I'll talk about not tomorrow, but the day after. I don't want to. It's just. That was. I'm glad it. I hope it didn't disappoint. Merry Christmas. You're a good writer, excellent storyteller, reader, Josh. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't even have to plagiarize. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? He plagiarized like a ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. I thought it was funny. Can you believe he did that? I told you it took 11 and a half minutes. Is that Macho barking again? I sure will. Thank you. I sure will. If they knew better, they probably wouldn't. It's probably just bring them crap. I did, yes. Let's see. I love that you made it tradition. I love that you've made it tradition to watch Santa's flight on your channel. I remember doing this last year with you all. Yeah, we did it, and it was a lot of fun. And I think there wasn't even 100 people probably last year. And look at the turnout this year. I mean, it's just been. Was he feisty tonight? He had some attitude. Love that. Uh, uh, so how does that work? Can you, I guess, can't you run that through like an AI checker? I mean, he could say that it's AI, but he could give it a try. Run it through the, trust me, I sat here looking at the original and then on this screen, on this screen, I wrote, I would just type. It took me 12 minutes almost. It's a long time. I know he gets sassy. He does get a little sassy sometimes. Justin mentioned Tim. Oh, yeah, next year. We'll do it again. Ogden, Utah. We're going back to Utah. That does not seem like a very thought out route, Santa. We were just in Alberta, Canada. Now we're going to Ogden, Utah. When do we get to California? Where is our presence, Santa? Oh, Cakes Boo, thank you so much for that. It's very kind of you. Thank you for being here. Who became a member? Somebody become a member? Is there a member? New member? Is there a new member alert? It says new member, but I don't see a new member. Merry Christmas to you as well. I just wonder how is that true? Santa had too much eggnog. They're using UPS software. Oh, that's a joke. I get it. I think the reindeer are drunk too. Trust me, there was some mess. Like there were some parts that didn't really rhyme. So So what does your children think of your room? This room, my children? Uh is that the question? What do my children think of this room here? Willie Heater. That's a tight name. I bet B Tim is checking out your lovely hair. Looks good, man. I appreciate it. He might be checking it out. I don't blame him. It's not. Yeah, it was a good haircut. My guy JB does the best. I can't believe I got one right before Christmas too. Now I don't have to go to my aunt's house, eat, get food poisoning while having bad hair. Oh, my chat room. I don't know. My kids are old. They don't care. They don't. Why do you think I'm here on Christmas Eve? They're like they're full grown. They don't need me anymore. I'm just kidding. No, There's no ribs, but we're gonna have some like ham. Mary gifting 5 Lab After Dark memberships. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. Thank you, Mary. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Like, just a little high and tight, a little on the top. Nah, I actually didn't. I mean, tip them well. What's well? $5. That's it. I'm not gonna. Tomorrow, I don't think that I'm gonna have a shirt that has a pocket on it. I don't think. I don't think. I don't know. We'll see. You never know. Sometimes you have to have pockets, man, and then sometimes it's good not to. You know. I'm not tipping 30%. It's not happening. I had to stand up. My leg hurt. See, Canada Flagstaff, dude. That's not the move. I did. I read it like 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. I missed it. Yeah, we did it right at the hour mark. $30 for a $20 haircut. Yeah, but it wasn't a $20 haircut. If it was a $20 haircut, that wouldn't be that big of a deal. So I think some. Lucy in the Sky. Merry Christmas. Josh Linden family. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Let me see here. My leg's been cramping up a little bit here and there. I don't know. I don't know what's up with it. I have to stand up when it feels good when I stand up for a while at least. I gotta go shell some more prawns. Thanks, Josh. That was hilarious. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas cakes, boo. Prawns? Like a big ass shrimp? Is that what it is? What do you mean try paying for 3? I mean, I did it. I still do it. I still pay for my kids' haircuts and their cell phones. Those are enormous. Eat a banana. I fed the last banana to Macho Notice. More water. That's what I'll do. I'm going to drink some water. I don't have any potatoes, or I would. Am I supposed to eat potatoes? No, they're not. They're certainly not. No. Everything is more expensive. Let me see here. Really? Straight shots of that? Santa is headed to Farmington, New Mexico, United States. He'll be there in about 38 seconds. We can zoom out here in a second. Texas lady, Merry Christmas. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. Thanks for being here. If I tell you I'm wrapping doggy presents because they love to open their gifts in the morning, would you believe me? Yeah, actually, I would. I know I'm crazy, but hey, they're my kids. Trust me, I get it. And Domestic Pinup, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. I like dill pickles. I don't know if I want to drink the juice. What up? What's up, Jonesin? Let me stand up again. Hold on. Oh. I think you do have to be asleep. Yeah. I think that's I think it's a prerequisite. Or at least that's what he says. I don't know. Too many corn dogs. I haven't been eating that many corn dogs. I mean, I'm kind of looking a little thinner. I think. I don't know. Not as fat as B Tim says. I'm off the corn dogs. I'm not really, but I don't have any bananas. Or I would. I'd eat a banana right now. Maybe corn dog deficiency. I lost a couple pounds since, I don't know. I used to be fat. Like, I'm still fat, but not like I was. Oh. Da, 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 da. Do I go through withdrawals of what? Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Damn, Lake Fred, I can't do that. I just trying to get my curls on sometimes. That's it. What am I supposed to pipe down? Good for you. It's a beautiful thing. Water and aspirin. Maybe that's what I'll do. Hold on. Here's another Christmas story for you. It was close to Christmas, like within like a week or so. I was at my friend's house. I was pretty. By the way, we're headed to Tucson, Arizona. 45 seconds, and that's right. People from down under sent Santa our way. They got Santa. Now Santa's international now. Um, and I would stay at my friend's house. He was a few years older than me. Like, I don't know. I was like 17. He was maybe 20, 21 maybe. And, we had this set up in his living room where I had this TV and he had a TV, and then we would play video games on the other, like away from each other on opposite TVs. We play our own video games. And, so we went shopping for food. We didn't have any, like back then, we had like $10 for the weekend, and we would buy like a case of, it's called Tiki Punch. I don't know if anybody remembers what Tiki Punch is, but we buy a case of Tiki Punch. It was like 99 cents. All it was like high fructose corn syrup with food coloring and a little fruit punch. It was like thick, but Tiki Punch was legit. I don't even know if they have that stuff anymore. But, and then we found, we went to this, it was like the canned food store, and we found this enormous, I've never seen one this big again. That's what he said. But there was this gigantic can of nacho cheese. It was like $2. It was like $2. Like it was $1.99. It was probably expired. We didn't look. I'm just thinking back now that I'm sure that it was, but it was probably past the day. I don't know if nacho cheese goes bad or not, but that's part of the story here because my friend is psycho like that. So we buy this enormous thing of nacho cheese, and then we buy, we're headed back to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. It's a 3-minute flight. And then we bought one of the biggest bags of tortilla chips you've ever seen, which was another $2. So right now, we're at like $5. We buy some chili and some hot dogs, and we're set. And, so that was what we were going to do that was what we were going to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner that weekend. And so we end up going home that night, and we dump all of the nacho cheese into this big, enormous blue bowl. And we're like, we're eating, dipping, we heat it up, we're eating out of it. We barely make a dent, barely a dent, barely. And when I say barely a dent, I mean barely a dent. So we put it in the refrigerator. We do not cover it with tinfoil. Why would we? We wrap the chips up, and the next night, we kind of mix, or we don't mix it, but, we have chili with hot dogs and nacho cheese. So we're putting the nacho cheese on top of that. All right. So day 3, after it goes back into the refrigerator, it's almost impossible to warm up at this point. It's really, to get to the core of it, you got to, it's like burnt on the outside. It's a friggin' mess, but we're still holding strong. Right. And I was in this chair, this recliner and he would sleep on the couch, but I was in this recliner, and I had broke, the little hitch thing on I'd broken the little thing that you recline, the recliner thing. You know what I'm saying? Well, we were kids. I don't know. I would have done that now. But anyway, so that thing was broke. So what happens is the chair would just kind of fall back You know what I'm saying? It would just fall back like that. Boom. And so, you'd have to kind of keep it upright. And anyway, so anyway, we're still digging on this nacho cheese for 3 days. It's just even thinking about it now is just disgusting. But at the time, it was fine. So it's in between us. It's sitting on the floor. It's probably been there. It's all the nacho cheese is no longer warm. It's just sitting on the ground. It's hard. It's probably hardened up like Jello. And so I'm sitting there. I have my controller on the edge of my chair, and I go to adjust in the chair, and it kicks back like I told you, because I broke the reclining feature of it. So sometimes it would just slip and I would fall back, and that's what happened. And this time I fell all the way back to where my feet were up in the air. My feet are straight up in the air, but my head is on the ground. I'm looking up, and I hear my friend start laughing hysterically. And I thought it was because I'd fallen straight back. I thought that he thought that it was just so funny that I had fallen straight back, that was funny. But what he was laughing about was the controller had fallen face first into the nacho cheese, and it was just sitting there. I didn't even know it. And as I get back up, I fix the chair. And I look down, and the controllers, it was a PlayStation controller, so it was directly right in the center of the nacho cheese, and it had fallen in. So I start laughing, he starts laughing, and at the time, this is when controllers had wires, so I go to fish it out of there, like this, like psh, 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 or however you do it, and then Santa's everywhere. He's headed to Mexico. So I pull it out, and there's a perfect impression of the controller in the nacho cheese. Like you can clearly tell that it's a game controller and what style of game controller it is. That's a fact. Merry Christmas. So we pull it out of there. And I'm just sort of sitting there. This is how I start cleaning it with a Q-tip. A toothpick, not a Q-tip, a toothpick. I'm getting all the nacho cheese out of the little crevice. It's all greasy, and I'm wiping it down. And, I'm like, that's pretty much the end of the nacho cheese. And, probably I don't know, 30 minutes later, I hear this crunch, like a chip. I turned and I looked over, and my friend was eating around the mold. He was eating around the mold of the controller. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's like, dude, it's good. It's still good. All right, dude. That's what he's saying. He goes, and I go, but I dropped it. He goes, nacho cheese doesn't go bad, dude. All right. And he used to tell me that about mayonnaise too. He was the worst with that stuff. He was friggin' microwaving bacon, and he would tell me that mayonnaise doesn't go bad. I can assure you that it goes bad. I can assure you that it does. But he would always say, mayonnaise doesn't go bad, dude. I was like, yes, it does. But then I remember one time he was cooking hamburgers on a barbecue grill, just a normal barbecuer. And he he was having trouble keeping the coals going, so he was squirting like the lighter fluid on it from underneath. And then we went to eat the entire hamburger tasted the whole thing just tasted like lighter fluid. It was disgusting. Just microwaving bacon, eating it was a wreck. Absolute wreck. Yeah. No thank you. He's always one of those guys too. It's like, no, it's fine. No, it's good, man. It's still fine. It wasn't. It wasn't still fine. It was still good. We're headed to San Diego, California. 1 minute. California. Um, yeah, he was a good friend. He was just dumb. He didn't know what he was doing. But I don't know. I don't know if you could die from it or not. Here's the thing. I took one bite of it and I spit it out. It's not like I'm going to keep eating something that tastes like lighter fluid. I'm not a complete idiot. Partial, but there was no way you were going to trust me. I was the total opposite of him when it came to that kind of stuff. I would never, I would never just eat something just because he said it was okay. Just not, I didn't make it 39 years by eating lighter fluid from people that said it was okay. Oh, here you go. This tastes like horse shit, but it's going to be okay. I'm not going to eat it. Oh yeah, it's good, man. It's good. It tastes like, it tastes awful. I'm not going to eat that either. No, we didn't. He was in ICU. Ugh, gross. Yes, it will. It's disgusting. Palm Springs, California knows how to party. We're headed to Palm Springs, people. Not so bad. Nah, it's doing better. I'm chugging some water. I don't know where he goes from here. Maybe the Berlin Wall. Merry Christmas. Palm Springs is like hot. It's the hottest place in the world. That in Vegas. Death Valley. Doesn't get any hotter than those places. Let's see. 29 Palms? What the hell is that? I thought I said Palm Springs. Moreno Valley, California. I don't know where that is. Oh, there it is. Why is he turning like that? What the frig is he doing? I don't know. I don't know where he's at. I don't know what he's doing. I would assume it was next to. Well, I would assume. Well, John, we're not all chiefers, you know. I famously, I say famously, in my mind at least it is, ate a tuna fish sandwich from a vending machine. Road stop vending machine too. It was refrigerated. Like it was cold, but it was a road stop one. And it was like encased in this cage, so like serial killers and vagabonds couldn't get a hold of it. Anaheim, Naval Base 29 Palms. I gotcha. Now we're headed to Anaheim, California, home of the Los Angeles Anaheim Angels. They suck every year. They're terrible. And I like tuna. I like chicken salad. I like all that kind of good stuff, you know. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. It's back at about the 1 hour mark. At the 1 hour mark is, I mean, I guess I could read it again at the 2 hour mark. Yeah, of course. I like all kinds of that. Where are we at here? Las Vegas, one of the hottest places on earth. Don't read it again. You don't want me to read it again? Yeah, well. Um, am I getting excited? No, not at all. I don't know. I'm sure we'll have a great time till later. Well, I'll read it. I don't know. Like I already read it, but I can read it. You want me to read it again? Do you want me to read it now? I think most people already heard it. Did I give Santa Payton? Nope. All right, I'll read it again. All right, here we go. I'll read it again since I didn't read it all because I beat out yesterday. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all on the streets, tons of creatures were stirring, walking barefoot with unmanicured feet. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, and a bunch of gargoyles went live without doing their hair. The streamers were nestled all snug in the chairs, while visions of lunacy in their chairs, while visions of lunacy danced in their heads. And Cluminati in kerchief and Cletus in his cap had just settled down after Clu's enormous crap. When out of the lawn there arose such a clatter, it was someone calling someone else fat, when indeed they were fatter. Away from the window they flew like a flash. They tore open the window frame, ripped the shutters and sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of morons who suck and blow. When what to their googly eyes should appear a miniature delousing machine, and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, if you talk shit, you'll get sued by Saint Nick. More ravaged than hyenas, his courses they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Queen, now B. Tim, now Jay and Crabtree. Clue told fiance to shut up, along with Granny. To the top of the barbed wire fence, I hope you don't fall. When Trump finishes building it, you can all be on the other side of the wall. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, Jay bought lotto tickets. No need to lie. So up to the border wall, the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of cigarettes, vapes, and chew. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof, Crabtree was pissing. They had to stop him from taking a poop. As I drew in my head, God dang it, what happened? As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney One of the dumb reindeer came with a bound. He was dressed in leopard print fur from his head to his feet. His name was Be Tim, the sidekick of Queen. A bundle of toenails he flung on his back. He was angry from years of no other reindeer touching his sack. His eyes were creepy, his arms they just flapped, but his butt cheeks exposed from wearing assless chaps. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, ready to kiss Queen Bee's ass at the first sight of snow. The stump of his pipe he held tight in his teeth, but not as tight as the soap he held in his puckered up wreath. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old troll. I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. I had never seen Frankenstein's monster dressed like an elf. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his cave. Certainly, this new year, he would finally get laid. Doubtful. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle. Not a brain shared between them, the IQ of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of the But I heard him exclaim, he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Ho, ho, ho. All right. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. San Francisco, California, 30 seconds. Okay, 7 seconds. Tomorrow's Christmas, so as long as I'm not more famous than Jesus. Elko, Nevada. That's weird. You're welcome. Elko, Nevada. What the hell is that place? That would be Santa. If I remember it last year, though. You're probably high, but he's definitely not being efficient. Steve Kornicki. He's Kornicki? Kornacki. Yeah, I like Steve Kornacki. He's a genius. Guy loves his numbers. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. He is a little wobbly. I think he's drunk for sure. Oh, nice. Elko, Nevada is a long. Seems like it's like we're still 2 hours and 40 something minutes out. Too much eggnog. Too much nog for Santa Claus. Um. Did I say literally? I didn't say literally again, did I? I did not say that. That's what I never understood is that if all these people left all this stuff for Santa, not one person just thought maybe, oh, I don't know. I'm tired of Santa taking credit for all my gifts, every single one of them. So poor little cyanide or something. No, I didn't. I said it. Oh, so is Santa unpoisonable? Is that what we're here to find out? I've thought about that too. Yeah, it's like remember when Kramer was feeding the horse beefarino while he was giving George's fiance's parents a ride around town. I think about that sometimes. Merry Christmas, Eric. Hey, remember, if you're ever in Nashville, remember, remember, Santa's unpoisonable. Okay. You fed the horse beefarino. I remember that was the best. You fed the horse beefarino. That was the best, dude. Imagine feeding a horse beefarino. It's a terrible thing. I don't mind it. I don't mind the nog. I don't mind eggnog at all. Not at all. Do they sell eggnog year round? I wonder if they do. I don't know if they do. I don't know anybody looking for eggnog in July. Would you like to come in for a glass of eggnog? It's 104 degrees outside. Sure. Yeah, thank you. It's lukewarm. It's got nacho cheese. Just kidding. They don't sell eggnog year round. Like if I wanted to get some eggnog on Thursday, could I get some? Will they sell it towards the end of the till New Year's? Will I still be able to get some nog then? Because I did get one thing of nog and it was good. Yeah, I hope so. I need to get some more nog. It was good. I liked it. All right, good. I love my hot apple cider with Everclear. The holidays are a perfect time to drink. Nog is not bad. Put a 1 in the chat if you like eggnog. Don't put anything in the chat if you don't. Did you think that was going to hit you? Check this out. They sell it year round. So everybody likes the nog, dude. Not everybody. You can put a 2 in the chat if you don't like the nog. Yeah, I like eggnog. Boise, Idaho. 20 seconds. He was just in California. Okay, so there are people that do not like eggnog. Nuts for nog. I don't know what that means. I mean, I think I do, but I'm going to ignore it. Eggnog. I don't even know how to explain it, to be honest with you. I'll look it up, though. Describe eggnog. Eggnog is a rich, creamy, frothy, and sweetened beverage. That's a traditional holiday drink in many countries. Rich, creamy, and frothy? Jesus. Dude, I love that guy. I don't know that guy, but I love that guy. It's got to be cold. Yeah, you can't get lukewarm. Oh yeah, those are great. All in the Family. Wasn't the dad like kind of racist? That was funny. Was George Jefferson in that? Is it pretty easy to make? Is it made with raw eggs? Let's see. Recipe for eggnog. Homemade eggnog recipe. All right, there's more than 3 lines, so it's not that easy to make. Like I saw the first line, I was like, all right, that's a lot. And then there was a second line, I was like, I'm not going to read that. And then there was a third line, and I was like, this is too much. Whisking the egg yolk and sugar together in a small bowl. Then, in a saucepan over medium heat, combine cream, milk, salt, and nutmeg, and stir the mixture until it reaches simmer. Yeah, then why would anybody need to buy that in the store? That's a lot. Yeah, I don't mind eggnog. It's not bad. Tillamook. Excuse me. That's where that cheese comes from. The Tillamook cheese. Tillamook, Oregon, United States. I kind of like this view better. Oh, that's gnarly. Yeah, now I think I'm gonna try and make it too. Sounds easy. It's like right on the coast. Look at him. Good old Santa's drunk ass. Just flying about. He's delivered over 7 million. I thought it was 7 billion. Oh, here we go. That's better. 7 billion gifts, and not one of them is from me. Probably. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Put what? Eggnog and coffee? I would do that. I would do that. Hmm. 7 million gifts. Tacoma, Washington. So now we're headed up to Washington. Let's change the way we can get a better view. Friggin' I 5. I don't drink warm coffee usually. I can't tell you the last. I mean, I had one from Starbucks the other day. I had one from Starbucks the other day that was made hot by accident that they gave me and I drank it. But I haven't ordered a hot coffee in, I don't know, since before Vietnam. Yeah, dude, Santa. Santa's sleigh. Well, I've been telling terrible stories too. Yeah, it's not like I just sit here and hey, look, rapper's back. It's not like I just sit here and go, ooh. No, I did not recite more porn. Rapper's having a blast. I did recite it. I recited it twice, actually. I did twice. And it killed both times, Dr. Gary. It killed, absolutely demolished both times. The poem was read. It was read. Wait, where's he going now? Seattle, Washington? Why did he change? It did. It killed. It absolutely did. Now he's going back up to Canada. Yeah, that part was a good one. That was a. I don't think we do. Do we? I don't know. Do we need it? Do we need that? I do have a Keurig, but I don't like. Sometimes I have tea, like hot tea. But I don't. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind warm coffee. I just don't drink it that often. I like iced coffee. What can I say? And no, I'm not gay, but I am. I am an ally of the community. Hey, Josh, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, mods in chat. Merry Christmas. It was just about people that I don't like, or, just making fun of people in assless chaps. You missed it. It's a good one. When all through the house, not a creature was stirring. And it's been a great Christmas because Stacy Wandra went back to jail, which I absolutely love more than anything. I can read it again if you want me to, Dr. Gary. I'm just kidding. I've read it twice. Um, yeah, it was fun. I'm sure people will get mad about it. Great question here. Josh, when your boys were little, was there any must have gift that you chased all over, like Jingle All the Way style? If so, what was the gift? There were not quite that drastic, but there were when my kids were young, the big thing was Kevin Durant's signature shoes. So um, I had to go. They were sold out online. So I ended up having to go through a friend of mine who was sponsored by Nike. He went to a demo show for me in Dallas, Texas. Shipped me 2 pair because that was the only place I could get them. So yeah, I mean, sort of. But I was able to. Luckily, I was able to snag them. Shout out my buddy Terrence Newman too. Tinu he was a fantastic cornerback for the. He played for he played for the Dallas Cowboys. He was like the 5th overall pick for the Dallas Cowboys and Pro Bowler, and then he played for the Minnesota Vikings as well. He was very good. He played a long time. Great guy, nice guy. I should get him on the show actually. Just bring him on an after dark. That's like Snapped. I like that show by the way. All righty. More so this is a 3 minute to Kitmat, British Columbia. Canadian kids loving life. It was like right at the 1 hour marker. Like right at 1 hour. Like I waited a complete hour before I did it. I have no idea. I have no idea. Um, all right. So is he done with, he must be done with the States, huh? And Australia? Now we're just, what, chilling in Canada? Looks cold as hell. Weird. Wake up, I'm awake. I was just looking at my phone. Dude, it's like it takes energy. Like it, I don't want to, reading the poem 3 times. That's like, all right. For you, only for you, Dr. Gary. A 3rd time. All right, it's tacky. See, it loses some of its allure. All right, here we go. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all on the streets, tons of creatures were stirring, walking barefoot with unmanicured feet. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, and a bunch of gargoyles went live without doing their hair. The streamers were nestled all snug in their chairs, while visions of lunacy danced in their heads. And Cluminati in kerchief and Cletus in his cap had just settled down after Clu's enormous crap. When out of the lawn there arose such a clatter, it was someone calling someone else fat, when indeed they were fatter. Away from the window they flew like a flash. They tore open the window frame, ripped the shutters and sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of morons who suck and blow. When what to their googly eyes should appear a miniature delousing machine and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, if you talk shit, you'll get sued by St. Nick. More ravaged than hyenas, his courses they came. He whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Queen, now B. Tim, now Jay and Crabtree. Clue told fiance to shut up along with Granny. To the to the top of the barbed wire fence, I hope you don't fall. When Trump finishes building it, you can be on the other side of the wall. He did ask for it. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, Jay bought lotto tickets. No reason, no need to lie. So up the border wall, the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of cigarettes, vapes, and chew. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof, Crabtree was pissing. They had to stop him from taking a poop. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney one of the dumb reindeer came with a bound. He was dressed in all leopard print fur from his head to his feet. His name was B. Tim, the sidekick of Queen. A bundle of toenails he flung on his back. He was angry from years of no other reindeer touching his sack. His eyes were creepy, his arms just flapped. His butt cheeks were exposed from wearing assless chaps. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, ready to kiss Queen Bee's ass at the first sight of snow. The stump of his pipe he held tight in his teeth, but not as tight as the soap he held in his puckered up wreath. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly troll. I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself, because I had never seen Frankenstein the monster dressed like an elf. He spoke not a word, but he went straight to his cave. Certainly this new year he would finally get laid. Doubtful. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle. Not a brain shared between them. The IQ of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, he drove out of sight. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a great holiday. Appreciate you guys being here. Merry Christmas. I had a great time. Merry Christmas, everybody. Wait, Dr. Gary, what'd you think? I haven't seen him comment since I read it. Oh, that's funny stuff. He's like, I'm never coming back. Dude, when you do that to a forensic psychologist and a therapist, you know you're rocking it. Got him. Luckily, you can still type. He begged. B plus? All right, I'll take a B plus. Extra points for reciting it. Merry Christmas, stay safe. Designate drivers, Ubers, not drunk drivers. Exactly. Pretty pleased. May God bless us all. Thank you. He was warned. Wasn't that bad. It's funny. It's true. I tried to save him from witnessing it live. Yeah, I wrote it. Well, I mean, I wrote that version, but it was written by the Clemsey guy. And thank you for your donations tonight. That's very kind of you guys. And I don't know. Maybe I'll be back tomorrow night if we don't have food poisoning. I don't know what time we'll finish. Also, there's a volcano erupting in Hawaii right now, so that'll be interesting to watch. Hope everybody's safe. Peace! The clemency guy.